It was game on again. Oh, good shot, Aaron Finch. The form's still there. He's nailed that. 10 from the first two. Just a tad short from Wokes, but look at Aaron Finch. He was onward in a... Oh, and again, and that's hit even harder. Well, that's got to the boundary in no time.
We talked about the trueness of this wicket. Aaron Finch is putting on a clinic right here, right now, at the Gabba. That ball was just short of a length. It was a short ball, an attempted short ball. My word, hasn't he put that away. Youngsters, if you're watching how to play a pull shot, press record, press play, press rewind, press play. My word.
Well, that's Alex Hales there at mid-wicket. That was past him before he put his hand up. They'll do some chasing here. They might look for two. He gets back, Aaron Finch. Good running. 145 Ks. He's
been told to play over the last 3 years. It just makes for an entertaining game of cricket. That's what people want to see. Yeah, can get incredibly hot.
Can he hit? He's not going to get one on that end, I don't reckon. It might have been a half a chance at Aaron Finch's.
But the show about the old flamingo.
Well, it's great to see all the outfits, isn't it? Like, some of them, well, they astound me really. That
follow after Smith.
Gets a single there, but this has been a good over. 3 dots and a 1, and there's no width.
None for 40 from 7. And now Finch quickly picking length. England a bit short here, and the options aren't great. Ball's coming nicely onto the bat. There's no sideways movement. It's a big score in the offing.
Australia are trusting the consistency of the pitch, so they're playing that shot with a horizontal bat, which is really effective because the pitch is just trustworthy, really trustworthy. England somehow have got to get them playing with a straight bat. Just long.
Off-putting for a bowler for sure.
And that's his option. That's the length I'm talking about. So what's Aaron Finch do? Just leave the front leg up and walk.
Here he comes now to Finch, and he gets it. That's the right length.
Plunkett, the power will come because his wicket's so good. But don't get stuck doing nothing.
Oh, that's a slider down the leg side from Liam Plunkett, and at this level it's milked without any problem at all. 50 comes for the Australians, the 9th over. Cross seamer, but Finch is equal to it. Just coming back to the run-out attempt by Roy there, do you see, look to take it. Never hesitate is the message, either in your stroke play, your bowling tactics, or your attack.
He couldn't get to his length so that he could hit it in the air down the ground. That same length today has just pinned him in his crease, so he'll be sweating on something. It's a big well, but now it's Finch. What line?
Oh, I thought a catch and not quite. Athletic Chris Wokes, but not able to get the fingers on it. I think Finch's heart was in his mouth. See how the blade of the bat just closes a bit. He's trying to hit that a fraction straighter, and he drags it, and it so nearly costs him.
What about the signal? I talked about the emotion with Chris Wokes about David Warner.
It's over, and we've got spin from both ends, so Travis Head's got a big job to do.
Oh, that was easy, wasn't it, from Finch? Just thumping through it, the shorter boundary straight. That's a massive blow.
Have a look at the swing of the bat from Aaron Finch. He just checks this. He does not even try and hit this out of the park. Times it beautifully, gets underneath it. Look at that. Amazing power.
And that's where you can have all the added bounce you want. And you need a bit more spin for those shots. There was just no thought of it turning past the bat, and he comes back for two. It's tight.
When he gets in, he'll score quickly as well. His strike rate will continue to go up, but I just think right now...
That's so close. I would have taken that. That's another one being thumped so hard by Finch. Everything is rocketing out of the middle.
Taken from Butler.
Yeah, it was a good take. Down the leg side nicely. Now a single, so Finch, a couple of dot ball. It's hotter than it was in Melbourne, so it'll zap him. He probably feels he could have got 150. Straight to the man, so again he's hit that hard, but straight to the man.
It's square. I think I prefer him playing that than playing straight down the ground.
Well, it deserved to get rolled away. He's covered in the outfield, but they take two.
So one thing, your small boundary.
Pushing hard for two again. Comfortable. And he moves to 48 now, Finch, for England to get home. So not far away, Australia. Still a good performance as the 100 comes up. So 101 now. I suppose for Owen Morgan and a few of the one-day boys, they haven't seen all that time in the middle through the Test series, so they're a little immune to it. There's enough of them that have played in the Test matches, though. They've seen too much of him, and now England are seeing too much of Aaron Finch as he backs his 100 up with a half-century still going, and he'll be hungry. Well played.
Yeah, quicker than the other day in Melbourne. Just the 51 balls today. A lot warmer out there, so I think we're going to see that man there open those shoulders, look for a few more boundaries.
Tubbs, they won't let this game meander. Owen Morgan, he'll be wanting to make changes. He won't want to make it easy for the Australians. He'll want to make sure that the Australians cannot light. Owen Morgan being aggressive. Not letting Australia just settle into a bowler or any particular bowler. So the changes...
His overs really quickly. Single for that.
Yeah, we've got a stopwatch up here. We're going to be timing Joe Root's over. It goes that the run rate has dropped quite significantly. He can caress him and he can guide him.
Listen, once you hit the ball straight here, now that's obviously an unusual way to play straight, but once it starts rolling from sort of stump to stump line, it really does run away, and those boundaries are short down there. Rashid didn't have a lot to do there, but he was never going to track that down.
Just getting back to that, I just think just losing their way here, Tubbs. Run rate of 5.23, we're almost halfway through.
It completely changed the cricket match. Australia promising 340 or 350, had to settle for just a tad over 300. Oh, Finch is quick. Oh, that's out. That's really close. Too close, I fear, for Mitchell Marsh. One of the reasons spinners...
Big gaps out there, and Australia aren't finding them very well.
And Root's having a good day. You know that when you get away with a rank full toss. Now, is it above waist high? It is. Ah, right. So it's a free hit. Ball slipping out of Root's hand. Boundary. Finch pumped to Adil Rashid way up the stand here. Smith hit him too. But Ali's length has been so good today. He's just... That's nice batting. Got away from the ball beautifully, did Aaron Finch, and of course he's seeing it well and timing it well. Another lovely innings, this backing up the 100 in Melbourne.
Top shot. And now we've got 6 runs after 4 balls, exactly what they could have had last over. So now Moeen Ali's got to survive the last 2 balls. Can Australia compile an 8, 9 or a 10er?
Initially, Finch was cross with himself for missing the chance. He wanted to hit it over Root's head.
Sold out, but they're here again. Pre-sales weren't that good for this game, but as you say, Nico, it's building nicely, and there's always a good atmosphere.
Given England's eagerness to chase runs, it's something they feel very confident about, and the nature of the pitch. So much in a run chase against Australia depends on the start you make. If Mitchell Starc gets in due, knocks a couple of overs, Mitchell Marsh putting away the last ball of the last over. And it's something that sides talk about a lot, you know, you're closing an over out. Limit the... Fabulous stroke. Root decides to go the route of the quick ball, firing in a seamer, I think, at 93.5 kilometres per hour, and Finch is onto it and rocks back. Fine batting.
And very safe batting. So Joe Root has been tempting them to play big shots, but this time they didn't have to. It's a safe cut shot that he's given them. Finch was good enough. So 6 off 3 balls again. Cut shot from outside leg.
Well, I was going to say, and it was a rolling.
So Australia are just working hard at this partnership, conserving their wickets. It's a run
Chance for Australia to get well past the 300 mark here. Finch back again, he's quick, he runs the first hard. Always pushes fielders, always senses the space, works it out, goes. Very good cricket brain.
And the fielder could have, he was 10 metres inside the rope. He couldn't do anything more than that. Woods just got to straighten that line up, not get it on the hip of Aaron Finch, but get it right in the middle of his body. Maybe high over off stump.
Scores there. Australia definitely want deep into 300s. They're going to need it. Good batting surface, fast outfield, short boundary straight. And I just want every team you pick.
There's the pull shot again. That man is in front of square. That's why it's only the single as he edges to another 100.
Local saving one.
There's that sweep shot again. He's trying to get it between those two in the deep. There's some relay work. See a lot of that in the outfield. It's worked.
Top edge catch, but Finch hitting from high to low. He's staying on top of the ball to keep it along the ground. And with some power as well. Moves on to 89 now, Aaron Finch. Elliot or Rashid it was, sorry, yeah, followed him, bowled him, leg stump. So yeah, he want to make the most of it now. Again, he's got to start 32 balls he's been out. Next 5 overs, just go steady and keep wickets in hand. And look through the Australian batting order, there's so much power there. The key is wickets in hand. They can do it.
To sport, it's used in all sports, but cricket it works, giving you the perspective of fielding, and when you get it over the slips from the test matches. It's Australia 10 runs and over from
Pace and bounce, it can be hard to start as a new batsman.
Well, there he goes again. This time he has found the gap. 96 to Finch now. He's 1 shot away. Back-to-back hundreds.
Jeez, he's hit that hard. My God, again, that sweep shot. It's good bowling. It's not a bad delivery at all. Look at the power he gets, Finch. Again, his hands come from high to low to keep it along the ground. 2 men on the boundary, and one of them's Bairstow, who's rapid. Cannot get...
He could back away, gaps through the offside. Well, he's going to keep the strike for the next over.
Have to get half a bat on it with the range hitting that they do.
That'll get him to 98.
The range hitting that they do in the practice.
Well, there's one of them. He's going to have to go here, really go. And makes it. Superb innings from Aaron Finch. Had a little bit of everything. Power, placement and precision. He's run hard between the wickets. An innings to be proud of.
From his buddy. What a well-played 100 this is from Aaron Finch, and what a difference it makes. A couple of days or a couple of weeks in sport. Struggling for runs at the start of the Big Bash. He then came good in Geelong his week. He'll want to make a big one for Australia this afternoon. It's the importance of the big 100, isn't it? That was the match.
Cost us so much. One of us should see this through. The others can bat around us.
They could think that way, but I don't think that's the way that modern day cricketers think. I think the modern day cricketer at the moment is thinking, right, two of us are in here and I for one. With these two not playing with positive intent, and I think they've got the opportunity here to really go.
Yes, didn't he? Definitely not on purpose. I like the way that Rashid keeps trying to spin the ball. I think that's very important from Chris Jordan. Oh, it's out. That's a wicket live, by the way. Never mind classic catches. That's a straightforward one to mid-on. The Colonel strikes.
Yeah, you talked about Finch and Marsh getting out back-to-back the other day, and it cost in Australia. Well, they've done exactly the same here at the Gabba. The Gabba even. Aaron Finch just knocking it straight to Jason Roy. He is not going to drop that. Brilliant from Plunkett. Owen Morgan keeping him on. Owen Morgan did such a good job with his bowlers.
Really good innings. Another one, 106 for Aaron Finch. A strike rate of 93 throughout it. And the Gabba stands to this strong guy at the top of the Australian order. It's 5 for 213.